Good evening. Welcome to the Fated Friends podcast, a podcast between two good mom friends who share a love of romance fantasy books. Tonight are talking about The Irresistible Urge to Fall for Your Enemy by Brigitte Knightley. It is the first of two in her dearly beloved duology, and it's a completed series, which is wonderful. And tonight we're going to dive in. So anyone who is listening to this, I recommend you have read the book already, because we're just going to talk about it totally full of spoilers. Even though I've read both, Emma has not yet.
Yeah.
She's waiting to talk about this tonight, and then we'll read number 2, and then we'll talk about number 2. I recommended this to you. I don't think you had heard anything about it. And so going in blind, starting the book, what did you think?
Oh, I was obsessed with this.
Yes.
I mean, if we want to go stars right away,
yeah.
I'm 5-star on this one. I'm
it's
obsessed.
My 5-star too.
Are you? I'm
good.
so happy it is.
Yeah.
And I think what I love about this one so much is just the personality of
So
it.
funny.
Yeah.
It's so funny and witty. Such good banter.
Such good banter. I mean, I love a slow burn. An incredible, perfect slow burn.
Wasn't it? And that's her whole thing. Like, her author bio is like, I'm writing the slow burn enemies to lovers that I want to read.
Yeah.
I'm like, thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Brigitte, for doing this for us. Brigitte.
Praise.
Brigitte.
Brigitte.
Yeah, I love it.
Yes. So the backstory about this author is that she became sort of internet famous from one of her fan fictions. It was a Draco and Hermione fan fiction, and it was called...
Was it Dramamine?
Dramaione.
Dramaione. Okay. Yeah, I've seen that. Okay, so this is that.
Yes, this is the same author, and she authored a fan fiction under the, I love her author name. It's Is This Self-Care?
Oh.
Yeah, it's like loosely based on like some of the premise of the fan fiction is carried over into The Irresistible Urge.
Okay, so you had told me, because we saw this at Lovestruck, the romance bookstore in Harvard Square.
Yes.
And did you read this fan fiction?
I read the fan fiction first. It's called The Draco Malfoy and the Mortifying Ordeal of Falling in Love.
Yes, I love that.
And
that is so sweet.
It's so funny. And it's got the same wittiness and banter and like even these characters evoke like Draco and Hermione, because he's like tall, silver-haired, blonde silver hair. He has gray eyes.
I completely forgot that you had told me that it was fan fiction.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, that it was like Harry Potter fan fiction.
Yes.
Until the first it was really in the beginning when she is seeing him and it's like, oh, he's like so hot and whatever. And then all of a sudden you get like the bright blonde hair. And I was like, what?
Blonde?
Exactly.
Do we like blondes?
What? And then I was like, oh, because it's Draco.
Yes. And she is like wild curly hair and stuff. But very Hermione-esque. And but like the interesting thing, I like what she did with like paying homage to the two characters, but still making her own world. Like,
no, I loved it because I only knew that. I hadn't read the fan fiction. You had only told me that kind of in passing.
Yeah.
And so then when I saw that like white hair, it added just a little bit to it.
Yeah.
Where it made it just like a little bit more fun. But it was definitely a totally different world. Totally.
It's like alternate universe UK is what I gathered. Because I think when I first read reviews about this book, some people were saying like, I don't get it. Like, is it fantasy and a magical world? Why are there like modern and contemporary references like electricity and medical research? Like, I don't get it. And
what? It's great.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
It's like really, it's actually super interesting because it's the same United Kingdom world. They talk about London.
Yes.
There's a reference to other, countries around where they are, which is technically Great Britain. And instead of one monarchy, there are 10 queendoms of these minor kings and queens. And like, it's really fascinating. And the magic system is really unique. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I thought it was so thoughtful. Mm-hmm. And then I wondered, I'm so excited to talk to you about this because you read the fan fiction, but I wondered how much of the story was from that.
Like carried over?
Yeah.
Really just the the old ways where she's trying to heal him through like.
Is that what it was? It was the story where she's the healer and he needs her healing?
So in the fan fiction, I guess I should also add, like, if you have not read Draco Malfoy and the Mortifying Ordeal of Falling in Love by Is This Self-Care, well, I'll spoil that for you too. But
are you still allowed to read that? I thought when they do stuff like this, they like take them offline.
Yeah, so it's still on Archive of Our Own because it is so deviated for the most part from like the fan fiction, because in the fan fiction, the Hermione character, she is like, it's set in the world of Harry Potter, so she's in the magical world, but she also like straddles the line because she's also a medical doctor, so she knows how to do research and all of this stuff. And so in the fan fiction, she's trying to cure a disease that she won't reveal the name of, because if she does and people get wind of it in the magical world, they'll get very upset. And Draco Malfoy in the fan fiction is assigned to her to be her auror protector. Like, she's going from place to place to place at different full moons to collect certain herbs and things to then create this, not antidote, but, and not a vaccine, but a cure. She's like trying to make a cure for anyone who has this certain disease. Whereas in The Irresistible Urge, she is not looking for the cure of the disease that's in the book, which is the Platz pox. She's trying to cure the Seath rot, the thing that is impacting the main male character, Osric. So it's different, but it still follows this path of like, okay, we're going to meet every full moon and find these like thinly veiled places where you know, at the full moon at this time, following this research and these previous healings, we're going to try to heal your incurable disease using the old ways.
I loved how it was, because it's even getting more magical than this magical world, because she's so scientific and and like research based and thoughtful, and basically he's asking her to look at fairy tales to hopefully cure him, and it would like really damage her scientific reputation to be following these kind of paths. So but then it like starts to work, and but it like took a long time, so it was like such a great payoff when it actually does start to work. It just like their slow burn, like, because it was basically the whole book where they hate each other, and I was just like, because you know they're gonna get together, so I was just like so excited when it finally happened.
Like I'm rereading it right now because I enjoyed it so much. I love the lighthouse scene. It's just so funny because they truly find each other odious. Like, he thinks she's just a, you know, tight ass goody two shoes who like has to follow her precious rules of keeping people alive, you know, and she's like, you're a monster. You kill people for money. That's obviously objectively wrong. And it's such fun tension. But then I think the moment at the lighthouse is a moment where they actually hit something.
It just feels a little weird.
There's a shift. Where they're like, whoa, could that have actually worked? Whereas like the previous two attempts were like, nah, that didn't work. This is so stupid. And he's like, no, please don't give up. I really don't want to die. You know, it's a really unique premise.
No, it totally is. And I loved how basically the entire book they were together. Like in other books, you know, they go on their own little quest and they, you know,
do stuff,
come together, be apart, whatever. But it was basically every chapter
was them.
Like, okay, now we have to go and pursue this moon or do this together.
It was so very character driven in a really fun plot setting. And to your point, like their old ways, trial and error does really reflect their slow burn, and they're like mirrors of each other.
And it's also like her like writing voice, or the way that it was just impeccable.
So funny.
Like every line, it was so fun to read. I don't know, it just brought the characters home so much. Like they're hysterical. Like, oh my gosh, my favorite in the beginning when she's like kind of describing herself, and she's the best, capital B best. And
Yes.
it's like, yes, I see that.
I love it. I love that both of these main characters are so arrogant. And they both know it. They're like, of course I'm arrogant. I am the very best in my field.
I'm so attractive.
Yes, the scene where, that lighthouse scene where it's coming to an end and the bandits are like telling them their opinion of who's prettier.
Yeah.
It's like Osric is offended because they think that she's just a little bit prettier, but maybe about the same. And then Orianne is just offended that anybody would say that she was equally as pretty as this guy. He's a piece of slime. Like, it's just so funny. And yeah, I like the whole tone. She's so consistent the whole time. The author is so consistent with her tone. And I could just hear it in my head in this like posh British accent the whole time.
Yeah, you had said that and I was like, I'm so excited about this. It just like, it made me want to always be reading this.
Yeah.
It was like hanging out with like a really cool friend.
Yes.
Like, yeah, just a blast the whole time.
I actually bought the audiobook because I thought I would enjoy
Oh,
it
how was
being
the
read to me.
audiobook?
I wanted the British accents to be just a little sharper. They were lovely British accents, but like in my head, I was hearing even though she doesn't match the character of Orianne, I was hearing like Keira Knightley.
Oh, yeah.
Or like Helena Bonham Carter, where it's like these very articulate, very smart women. And like you can feel the confidence like radiating off of them. And then I imagined Osric to sound like a little bit more posh, kind of like a royal, like if you've ever
Of
heard,
course.
like hair, yeah.
Well, that's kind of who he was.
He's an aristocrat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That scene where, this is way later, but when he's meeting her family and he's like, she's like new rich. I'm still better than her.
Yeah.
And like really enjoy that. I was like, that is hilarious.
Even though his home is like a literal ruin.
Decrepit.
Like her mother may be an Ingenot and has like all of this fancy stuff, but I have a better bloodline.
Exactly.
Like, it's just so funny.
But that is such like just the tiniest nod to Harry Potter too.
Yeah.
Because meeting her parents, it was like, oh yeah, the dentist.
Yeah, they probably do very well for themselves, right? And it's like, no, not as good as me.
No, with audiobooks, that's just so difficult because you do make this, image in your head or sound in your head. So then, giving somebody else the reins, like, and trusting them and then having it not land, like that is hard.
Not quite. Close.
Yeah. I read this book in a different way. I read I read an actual book.
I know. I'm so proud of you. You bought it when we went out.
Well, the last time we recorded and did this, and I saw the most gorgeous book I've ever seen in my life.
Isn't it so pretty?
Yeah, like I think that this sprayed edges thing is something that's been going on for a while, but as I have not seen books.
Right.
Yeah, I did not know.
You're living in your Kindle.
I know.
Yeah.
And exactly, I've been missing out so much, so I had to go get it.
Yes.
And then I'm reading it outside and a bee literally fell on my book because it's all sprayed edges of beautiful flowers that are pink on the outside. I was reading it in bed and Dave is like, whoa, what is that book?
It's so pretty. Yes. I'm literally waiting, even though this paperback version of the first book literally just came out, I think in June. So, and the second book I think came out
last month?
Like super new.
Okay, great. Yeah, I was disappointed because I got the hardcover.
Yeah.
And I was disappointed that it wasn't sprayed edges.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
I mean, you get the cover with the illustrations of the two characters, which I think is very good. But it's like, I want my books to match.
Yeah.
So I borrowed the second one from the library.
Did you have it already?
No.
Do you have a hold?
No. Oh, I'm sorry. I did borrow it from the library. I returned it last week. And I read it and devoured it. And
oh, you're so lucky that you got it.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, so I tried to go to our library.
Yeah.
They didn't have it. And no offense to the librarian at all, the woman who was waiting behind me scoffed at the title of the book when the librarian was like, what book are you hoping for? And I'm like, this is the title, The Exquisite Torment of Loving Your Enemy or something. And the lady behind me was like, I was like, don't knock it till you try it.
Yeah,
okay?
shush. We're in a library.
Yeah, do
All
not
things
judge
are
me.
welcome.
Do not, yes, ma'am.
Okay, you know what
Anyway.
I just got?
What?
The Libby app.
Oh, I've heard of it.
Yeah, no, it's great. You can do your holds by yourself.
Nice.
And then you don't have to talk to a library. You don't have to talk to a human, which is like kind of like negating the point of like our community library.
Right.
But you can also then on Libby, you can get it audiobooks. Oh, you can borrow audiobooks.
Nice.
Which is nice.
That is really nice.
And you can get it directly to your Kindle.
Yes. Well, thankfully, even though our library didn't have it, she looked it up in the system and a neighboring library had it just 10 minutes away. So I went there.
They had it there?
Mm-hmm.
No, wait,
because it was a new release. I must have been like one of the first people to borrow it.
Way to go.
I know. But I couldn't extend my...
you had someone behind you?
Yeah, someone was waiting. I'm like, I get it. You're going to love it.
No, reading an actual book, I had a lot of problems. It's heavy.
Oh.
Very heavy. And then also like at nighttime. Yeah, I can't turn on my light at 3 a.m. when the kids are up and now I'm back ready to read my book, try to go to sleep. No. And
I got to get you a book light.
Yeah, I need a book light. And then sometimes on my Kindle, I'll it syncs to my phone so I can use my Kindle app. So if I like don't have my Kindle and I'm like somewhere, I can like quickly open my book and everything
read a few lines.
Yeah, so like I had some problems.
You're like, I guess I have to, this is a purse book now.
But actually like I definitely missed reading a real book. So I'm very happy I did it and I bought the next one.
Yes. So good.
Just some challenges.
Some like non like, what do you call analog challenges.
Which is important.
Yeah. We still need to struggle. It's good for our resilience muscle. The book starts from Osric's perspective, and he basically is like, I need to be healed. He hires basically doctors who don't have any magic to try to heal him. They can't. They recommend a Halen, which ends up being Orion. He sneaks in. He convinces her boss, Xanthi.
Yes, who is what a fun character.
I love that she's 200 years old.
Me too.
I love that she's so wrinkly and small and still so powerful.
Yes, yeah. She was all of the people in the Halen who work in the hospital.
Yes.
I just like loved all of that. I love kind of like their work stuff.
Yes.
Like, like just that you get her day-to-day life. And I love how they're all women, I
Me
think.
too.
Oh, except for that guy who was in love with her.
Quincy. Her admin. Because she hates admin.
Yes. So good.
It's so funny. And it definitely makes me think that Brigitte has to be like in medical research or is in the medical world of some kind, because like you can't talk about it that way without knowing it very intimately.
I just loved it too. With the Harry Potter of it all, it was very like academia, like researchers, like that kind of lifestyle. I loved that bar they go to where it's
the
all
publisher parish.
Yes, and it's like all seconds of the like chemistry equipment.
Yes.
So they're drinking out of like seconds of beakers. Yeah, like I just and it's like she doesn't give like a ton of description. So you do get to like kind of imagine it in your mind.
You can like feel it.
I loved it.
It was so good. It was so good. And I love the names of all of the pubs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, we're going to meet at the Muckleflugga. And you're like, what? We're going to meet at the Slippery Banana, or like, it's just like so funny.
Very like Diagon Alley kind of stuff. But like it so wasn't overtly. It's only because you told me that it was just like, oh, that's so funny.
Yes.
Like that's
it's
great.
Like silly and fun. It doesn't take itself too seriously.
Yeah.
Which I love as well, because sometimes I think the romance fantasy can just be like so dramatic.
I know.
And then you have to be dramatic. And I'm like, I don't want to. I just want to not take it so seriously.
Yeah. I'm so happy that this was also your 5-star. Yeah, it was so character driven, such a lot of fun. Yes. I'm so glad you liked it just as much.
I love it. It's like probably going to be one of my top reads of the year.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. And I love that it's a duology. I love that it's complete.
I can't believe it's complete.
It's the best.
I'm so lucky.
Yeah.
and the second one only came out last month.
Yes.
Like, oh my God.
So amazing. Thank you, Brigitte Knightley.
Sorry, I cut you off though.
No. Oh, I was just recapping to kind of make it make sense to where the book ends. But basically, she then agrees reluctantly, right, to like heal this guy. And then they kind of just go through hijinks and silliness to heal him at the full moon. And at one point, people try to break into the Halen fortress, Swanstone. And so then she's like, hey, you're a criminal. Go and see if you can figure out why, like, who sent them, because you're a criminal and you probably know all about the underworld. Anyway, because I can heal you from your Seath embolus so that you don't have to have a silly surgery that could actually probably paralyze you. And it like creates tension that she has something over him.
Yes.
Yeah, like there's a back and forth.
Totally. But then I started to, because it just took so long, because it was always like, well, you owe me and I owe you.
Yes.
And like, you have to do this because of our deal.
Yes.
And then it just so slowly and subtly turns into, oh no, like he's on her team.
Yes.
And I just like, I loved all of that.
Yes, when it shifted for him that she was a means to an end to somebody that he actually started to care about, which is that turning point when he finds out through that ridiculous character, Leo Frick, that one of the other guys, his name starts with a B and he's like big burly idiot, and his lover is Lady Windermere, which I thought is a great name, gets wind of the fact that that guy, the big burly guy, is going to basically go to Swanstone and hurt them all or do something. And he kills that guy to stop them and warns them and like basically puts his whole job and his whole life at risk because if his boss found out that he killed one of their own to protect basically a sworn enemy or sworn opposite enemy person from a differing order, he would be at risk for being killed. So that's when you know something has shifted for him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I loved, well, just like, I guess to go back a little bit, when they go to what was like the Duke or something that they go to?
Oh, yeah. They
go
actually, Wessex? Was it in Wessex?
Yeah, they like sneak in and he's her soldier.
Yes. Because like all these fancy rich people and royal people will send letters to the Halen, give me priority, basically like a concierge type of healthcare provider. Right? Xanthi was going through the letters and was like, if your lead that Osric found for you is rooted in Wessex, and then the Duke of Wessex is saying his daughter is ill, then you should definitely go, and that's your in, right?
Yeah, and that's your in.
Yeah.
And then she has to have like an armed guard.
Yes.
And they get him. And it's him. And I just like loved all of that. And then like obviously the daughter's like totally fine and like skipping around the castle and like things are fine.
It smells fishy.
Yeah, very fishy, obviously. Well, he had like the pox in the like wine cellar or
in
something.
Those fancy whiskey bottles that Osric stole. Because he's like, there are a million of them. I can take 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just like loved the part when, you know, they go in to see the Duke whoever it is. Yeah. They are like, oh no, you can't leave or something. They like threaten her. And she just stands there so calmly because she knows she has him. Yes. And he just like slowly takes off his like dumb armor. And he's like, oh no, I am like the best assassin ever. And you will never get me. Die. And she's like, oh, so sad. Like for you guys. I like loved that. It was like, oh, no brainer here. Yes. Like he is going to like
protect her
to like the end of ends. Like, oh, I loved it.
Yeah, I know. And it's just so, again, like she injects humor in all of it too. Like it isn't so intense and dramatic. Like there's tongue in cheek. Like they do go into the Duke's, whatever, his castle or his homestead, and they take her to her rooms, and Osric is like, I get a pallet of hay and the whatever the lady maids are like, you're a soldier, like what do you expect a feather bed? Like no. And he's like, oh right, of course, this is fine. This will do great. It's like, get it together, man, play your role.
And then I love later that we learn that he like the whole rescuing dogs thing.
Yeah,
I was obsessed with that. Like obviously it's like the people he murdered, so it's like not that great. But and he has like all these old dogs.
Yeah, he's like, they weren't to blame. They're innocent animals. I was hired to kill the people around them. So I just love how she's like, you are horrible. I can't believe blah blah blah. And he's like, do you know how expensive it is to take care of 8 ailing elderly dogs?
And then at that Duke's house, he like is like, we need to bring the kitten home.
Yes. You can't leave her. Yeah, it's so funny. I do. I love the injections of humanity, but also like humor. Mm-hmm. You know, like people are not black and white of like 100% good or 100% bad. They have quirks and characteristics and idiosyncrasies, and I thought it was really well done.
Yeah, like she definitely made it like parts of it like so cheeky. Like he's like this gruesome assassin, but it never felt like, sometimes I get so spooked and like scared by some of these fantasy books, and this was just like, oh no, it's like silly.
Yes, like when he kills 40 bandits with his bootlace.
Right.
And then Orianne clutches her pearls, you know, like it was just so funny. I love that too, where she's like, don't kill them. He's like, why? Nobody will miss them. I can kill them. Like, no, come on. They're people. And he's like, all right, what about in self-defense? Well, obviously self-defense is different. And he's like, great, taking that, and running with it. And basically just kills 40 men with a bootlace and nothing at all.
Yeah. No, and when you just said like clutches her pearls, like it felt to me almost like Pride and Prejudice because of the slow burn of it all. Because like she's always, you know, head to toe, like extremely buttoned up, like no ankles showing. I think at one point, she's like not wearing socks, and he's like, oh my goodness,
she has ankles.
Yes.
She has a neck.
Yeah, and there's nothing like they, you know, and I just like found that so sweet. After I read this, I put on we have like an Echo show in the kitchen on the counter, like a 90s like TV on your counter. And I was watching the Keira Knightley.
It's my favorite.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
Pride and Prejudice 2005.
Oh my, it's so good.
It's the best.
With the guy from Succession.
Yes.
Like so incredible.
Matthew McFadden?
I guess so.
I don't know. But anyway.
He's incredible. And like that hand moment.
Yes. When their hands brush and then he clenches his fist and you're like...
But like after reading this book, I like had to watch that movie. It was so cute because like my 5-year-old came in and she was like, "What's this?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, like this is it's a story about people falling in love." And she watched it for a while with me. I was like, "You are the cutest 5-year-old."
Aww. And like, hey, hurrah for sexual tension. You know what I mean?
No.
Like, we don't need to just be like flying into the wherever and throwing your clothes off and doing stuff. I mean, that's fine too. But God bless somebody who can write really good sexual tension.
Yes.
That takes its time. I understand your love for slow burn. I'm with you.
Yes, but not in like such a boring way. It was like every single, like she did just such a good job building it up. So like there is just such that like such subtle turn.
Yes. Even to the point where like as I'm doing my reread, Osric gets so bothered by the fact that Orianne will like brush up against him or bump into him, and like she's not thinking anything of it. And he's like, I am a big scary Fyren. Like why other people would, if they knew who I was, and she knows who I am and she doesn't care. And so that there's even that shift where I think she starts to bump into him on purpose. Like, ooh, they brushed hands. Oh, their shoulders are together. Oh, they reached hands for each other in that moment. Like,
and she just has that level of comfort with people already.
Yeah, right, because she's dealing with people's bodies every day.
Exactly. And she like has that tight-knit group where like, you know, when they're sitting drinking like out of like a specimen cup or something. They're drinking tea. It's like so funny and like so like real of like worker kind of.
They're sterile. It's fine.
Yeah. It's hilarious.
Yes.
Yeah. And I know it's just like all of those little things. Or like remember when they were at the bar and he was trying to get information and then she was like, well, I want to come. And he was like, absolutely not.
No.
And then she is actually friends with like every single one of like ladies
of the night.
Yes.
Because she provides healthcare.
Right. Yeah. They have the clinic for them. And so they're like all watching her and she's like all dressed up. And I think she gives that guy like a slow, shy smile. And he was like, to note, she has never given me a slow, shy smile.
Yeah, like, where's mine? Why didn't I get one?
I like loved that. And it was like, oh, and he cares about that.
Yes. And then you definitely know that he cares because he kills the guy with a fork.
Yeah, immediately after.
It's like, what? He was going to kill you. So I killed him first. He was going to hurt you.
Fell into the fork.
Yeah, whoops. 12 times.
I am so excited about the next one.
Yes. It's just like so fun and funny. And it's great I think it's a nice breath of fresh air because it's, again, it doesn't take itself too seriously, but you don't have to think that it's just a silly, fluffy throwaway. Like there's some legitimate themes, to your point, real character exploration, real growth and depth. Like, it's not just a fluffy beach read. It is having fun with itself. And that's really, it's like, that's hard to write, I would imagine.
This is the kind of book that I wanted to pay attention to everything.
Yeah.
Like if I missed a page or, you know, just something where your mind kind of wanders, I would like want to go back and make sure I like got it all.
Yes. That's why I'm rereading it, because I'm like, I want to have fun. Now that I know what happens, then I can just relax into letting it unfold instead of like anticipating what's coming next, you know?
So I bought this book at Barnes and Noble, and then I got the second one at like our little independent bookstore, which I'm, you know, should just be frequenting all the time. Yes. But I think it's a New York Times bestseller already.
Yes,
like,
this first one is for sure.
Yeah, I think it definitely belongs there, and
totally,
yeah, it's fantastic.
I also love all of the reviews from fellow authors. Like, they love it too. And like,
oh yeah, one of them, who was it? It was like Allie Hazelwood, and it's a classic, true masterpiece. Oh, someone said quite possibly the perfect book, and I, reading that, it was Olivia Blake. So the perfect book, and I was like, it is the perfect book.
I agree. Yeah. It is the perfect book. It's got like a main male character that you love him because he is a bit of a bad boy, but then of course he's like a softie on the inside. You know, he rescues ailing elderly dogs. And his relationship with Mrs. Parsons, when he's injured and shows up at Orian's family home, is that when he divulges his whole past? Sharing your tragic backstory with your hot enemy. I love the chapter.
The chapter titles are so good.
Yes, it's so funny. Anyway, he doesn't even start off like overtly evil. He really sees his work as a job, and he relishes in doing a good job. And when you know his backstory and also recognize that he can be vulnerable, like from the very beginning.
Oh, I remember the backstory now. Yes, and it's so sad.
Yes, with his mom.
Yeah.
That he's technically, and like with his dad or his father.
Yeah.
Do you remember what I'm saying?
I do remember all of this,
Yeah, like that he's a bastard, and then his father, the Lord of Rosefell Hall, wouldn't claim him. But then like his mom would keep bringing them back to try to
so sad
convince him, and then the horrible guy would like beat them and do really bad things, and Mrs. Parson would, you know, like patch him up and send him home and keep him safe.
And then he like kills his dad.
He kills his father.
Yeah.
And it's like,
he says that in the very beginning.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and that's like interesting. And then his mom died
of causes,
and then you're like, okay, that's interesting. And then so it was nice to like hear about it at the end. That was like the saddest.
That was so sad.
Yeah,
the tragic backstory to your hot enemy.
So good. She is so good. So this is like her first real book.
Yes, yeah. And I think from what I understand, she's writing more from the same world.
Incredible.
I know.
Yes,
I'm
please.
so excited. And so, I just feel like it unfolds so nicely. And I think I really like that in this first book, it's how the main male character softens. Even at the end, Orian is like, she's not quite there. And that also adds to some really interesting tension and like, where's it going to go? And good stuff.
Yay. Thank you so much for the recommendation.
Anytime. Highly recommend.
How did you, you knew about this because you had read the fan fiction and kind of had been following the story of the book?
Yes, I read the fan fiction first because I've read fan fiction since I was in like middle school.
That's such a fun thing to like come across, and
I was like, wow, like people can be creative about these characters that we love. Like that's really cool. And so Draco and Hermione have been my favorite fan fiction relationship for decades now. And I was just on Reddit. You've turned me more and more onto Reddit.
Love Reddit.
And was like, somebody's got to have like, there's got to be a thread about this. So I like typed in best Hermione fanfics, and this was like almost everybody's number one, the Draco Malfoy and the mortifying ordeal of falling in love. So I was like, all right, I'll read it. And it just sucked me in. And it was, again, hilariously written. It was so sharp and so unique and so funny. And I am in total awe that this woman wrote it with just one beta editor.
Wow.
Like, not this book. She wrote this book with a huge team. Her original fan fiction, she wrote on her own with one beta editor. And it's incredible. It's got like millions of reviews and people who love it and read it.
Wow.
And so then I got obsessed with her and was like, who is this self-care? And that was when I was like, oh, that's Brigitte Knightley. She just came out with her book, The Irresistible Urge. And I was like, okay. So then I went on Amazon to look it up, and it got the mixed reviews, mostly about like people saying, oh, I don't get what timeline it is, like where is it set? So I was like, well,
none of that matters.
What?
We are focusing on the wrong thing.
Yes. And so then when we saw
I can't believe it has mixed reviews.
I know. I'm like, y'all are messed up. Open your eyes. No.
So good.
I know. So then when we went to Lovestruck, I was like, there it is. I have to get it.
Did you get it at Lovestruck?
I didn't. Oops. I ended up getting Watermoon.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Which was really, really good. And then I don't know why I didn't think to do this before and it only relied on reviews. But then when I finished Watermoon, I looked up The Irresistible Urge and I looked up a preview, which you can do on Goodreads. And I was like, well, this is brilliant. Of course I'm going to read it. So then I ordered it. And then that was that. So good.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes. If you have any thoughts, if you've read this book and would like to share, what is your rating? Is it a 5-star for you or is it not? And why?
Like, why?
Why wouldn't it be a 5-star?
We need to know.
Tell me. What do you really look for?
Isn't there another really popular we're supposed to end.
I know. Okay.
Wasn't there like a really popular fan fiction that came out first from Harry Potter and it was like Manacled or something?
Yes. And that book is alchemized.
Yes. And it was like very aggressive.
It's like a very dark gothic romance. I have that one too.
Did you read it?
I have not read it all the way. I think it's like very close to the fan fiction. So it's not available on Archive of Our Own anymore. So you have to find like people who saved it as a PDF and then again read it, right? Has it all. So I haven't gotten as into it because it is so similar to the fan fiction that I'm like, oh, I already feel like I know what's going to happen.
This. Yeah.
But I think her magic system is very unique and all of those things. Whereas I think in this one, in Irresistible Urge, it's very much different enough that you're like, oh, these are totally different characters and there's a different dynamic and it's a very different world.
This was so good.
So fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much again. Yeah. Hitting me with all the 5-star. You got me Raven Scholar, still my 5-star, this one.
And we'll talk about the exquisite torment of falling for your enemy. No.
Yeah, that was the funniest part of asking the person at the bookstore because she was like, I was like trying to describe the name and she was like, I think you read the second one already. Yeah. And I was like, no. Yeah. You have the right words.
Yeah. The exquisite torment of loving your enemy.
Yeah.
Is the second one. So we'll talk about that one next time. Yes. Anyway. All right. Well, thank you for listening. I hope you had fun. And if you read this book, I hope you had as much fun as we did reading it.
Yeah, email us.
Talk to us. YouTube, Spotify, comment.
Yeah, fatedfriendspodcast@gmail.com.
Yes, ma'am.